Hi there guys, I hope you're safe and I hope that you're well. In this week's video, I would like us to focus on encouraging you to be brave in actually asking for help with a teacher if and when you may need it. Life's already tough at the moment, and what I'd like us to do between you and me is to kind of allow you to reflect upon how school is, but to most importantly for you to recognise that if you do need help, in what way, and actually letting your teacher know. You might not believe me here, but your teachers are there to help you. They want you to succeed, but to do that it's all about communication. So let's get on with this week's video. So we're all individual, therefore we all have our own needs. Now, for some of us we might enjoy maths, for other people it might be geography or French. So actually what we need to do is we need to identify what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses. Now, sometimes we forget about those strengths, so what I'd encourage you to always do, if you need the reminder, is to write down, just on a post-it note, what are your strengths? Not only in life, but maybe at school. Now, for some of you, when it does come to a particular subject, it might be something in particular that you're struggling with. And what I encourage you to do is to actually take the time to think about not only what are your weaknesses, but to break it down. For some people, it's when it comes to revising. For other people, it might be a particular topic within that subject. For other people, it might be who they're sitting next to. They might be a little bit too chatty with that person that they're next to. So it's just about recognising what are your weaknesses when it comes to school with particular subjects. The beauty of self-reflection, even though it might be hard, is that actually what we can do sometimes is by taking the time to reflect. And I would encourage you to do the 5 whys. So it's about maybe identifying what is it that you're struggling with. So why are you struggling at school? Therefore it might be a particular subject. What is it? Why is that subject so hard? And if you can keep going and asking yourself at least 5 whys, 5 is your max actually I think you can get to. Just having that ability to break it down. You never know, you might actually come up with a solution yourself without actually needing to go to the teacher. So it's all about that reflection. And I know how easy it is to live a busy life where we don't do this. And you guys know how much I harp on about you kind of taking that time to reflect upon where you are. And that's exactly the same when it comes to asking a teacher for help. My first step is about defining your need. So when it comes to realising that actually I need to have an honest conversation with my teacher, I actually want you, from that self-reflection actually, is to be able to define your need. So instead of going up to your science teacher and just saying, I'm struggling with science, I want you to show that you've made the effort and you're able to define what it is that you're struggling with. So it's about taking the opportunity to actually kind of realise what it is. Because not only are you showing your teacher that you know what's hard, where you're stuck at, but also it kind of shows that you're prepared to help yourself and to just prove it to the teacher too. My second step is about kind of allowing that teacher advance notice that you'd like to speak to them. So even if you're saying to your teacher, can I catch you for 5 minutes, when's convenient for you? You're giving them the heads up, but also what you're allowing them to do is to realise that you want to help yourself. And what I'd encourage you to do is to kind of let your teacher know that you're prepared to go out of your way because you respect their time. You respect that they've got busy lives here at school. So to do that, what I'd recommend you do is just say to them, even if that's 5 minutes before or after school or break or lunchtime, whatever time suits you best. And also to kind of be specific, just so then they could have maybe that opportunity to look at your grades or to look at the seating plan or whatever it might be. Because then it really is working together. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, teachers want you to succeed. They want you to do well in their subject. It helps them look as a good teacher. It helps them prove themselves that they're willing to help their students. So be specific, kind of give them that heads up. And then also it'll allow you to kind of really prepare and plan your time for that short period of kind of 5 minutes that you might have with them. And then by you proving yourself that you are asking for help, you know, they'll realise that, and they'll be able to possibly kind of help and support you more as the weeks go by. My third step is about you being open to their support and for their help. Now, they'll have a larger picture, so they'll maybe know kind of what's the best way to support you. But for you to kind of accept that, you really need to be open to it. So even if it's maybe not the quick fix that you were looking for, they'll know what's best. So it's kind of being open to their suggestions and trying it. Now, if your teacher's misunderstood the problem and actually has the wrong solution, then be brave enough to tell them, because they're not mind readers. But this kind of step is all about kind of accepting their help, even if that's the tough bit, because actually that's down to you to kind of help yourself, improve yourself. But kind of just trust your teacher in being able to support you. They know the subject, they know the topic. You know, you won't be the only student that's kind of struggling now or before in the past. So kind of trust them. My fourth step is something that I could really do with you practicing in life. And it's about, I love the slogan, and this is the fourth step, just do it. It's actually about practicing that ability to ask for help. So not maybe for just this particular subject with this particular teacher, but actually if you're able to recognise where it is that you're struggling, and if you have that ability and that courage to ask for help, it will get easier. You'll notice that some students have the confidence to actually put their hands up in lesson and to actually ask the teacher, you know, can you explain it a different way, or I don't get it. And what I'm asking you to do is to practice that, because I'd love for you to have the confidence and courage to actually put your hand up, or straight after the lesson to say to the teacher that you don't understand. But to do that, it's about practicing it. And by taking these previous 3 steps will hopefully prove to you that actually the benefit of asking for help compared to you struggling on your own is way worth it, that you'll realise the importance of kind of keep going and keep asking for that support if and when you need it. So there you have it. One thing that I do want you to bear in mind is that certainly here in the UK or in England, you know, some teachers have up to 32 students in a lesson. Now, teachers, like I said, aren't mind readers, and they are going to need the support of the students that actually, if they've not taught it in the right way for you, then it's about you speaking up, because of all of those other students, and they're trying to kind of keep it so broad that everybody is able to kind of learn and understand it, that if you haven't, speak up. Speak up. Because it's about you realising that you're worth it, and that actually your needs of learning are just as important as anybody else's. So yeah. So there's some steps for you. It's not weak to speak, okay? Remember that. And even though you may struggle maybe talking to a particular teacher, don't forget you've got your tutor or pastoral or the wellbeing team. So if you can't ask specific support with that particular teacher, then at least let somebody else know at school. Because what that pastoral member might be able to do, or the wellbeing team, is that they might be able to email that particular teacher. They might be able to support you in asking and encouraging you to get that kind of help. So yeah, just try it. Don't mock any of these videos until you've tried it. And I promise you that just you working on yourself to try and be that better version than you can be really will pay off. And I love being here for you guys, so just keep it up, okay? And I look forward to doing a video next week. See you later, everybody. Bye.